This is what 1,000 paper cranes looks like. Or at least this 1,000 paper cranes. I've been wanting to give Independence First 1,000 paper cranes for some years. I went to Japan in 1974, and then there was a temple. And so there were the bunches of colorful things. And I didn't know what they were, but they were so colorful. I said to my friend, I said, what are those? And she said, well, they're origami peace cranes. And I said, well, I've never heard of that. What is that? And she said, well, you take a square piece of paper and you can make all sorts of things, hundreds of things. And these happen to be origami cranes. And I said, well, why cranes? And she said, well, the crane is venerated in Japan because it lives for a long time. It can be 100 years old if not disturbed. And I couldn't believe, now that I knew, a square piece of paper made all of them. And she said, well, there's 1,000 in each bunch. And I said, well, wow, I want to learn how to do that. I learned, and I bought 1,000 pieces of paper and came home and started making them. And 9 months later, I had my first 1,000, and I gave them to a student who was dropping out of school as a way to care about her. And I thought, well, this is kind of fun. I like it. It's sort of like a prayer. I made another 1,000 and gave those to a peace woman. Made another 1,000, gave that to another peace person. I kept making them. Archbishop Desmond Tutu happened to come to Milwaukee, and so I gave him 1,000. Jane Goodall was at UWM, and I stood in line with my garbage bag of 1,000 paper cranes and waited for everybody to go through, and I was the last one, and she kind of looked at me, and I said, I have a present for you, and I said, I'm sorry it's in a garbage bag, but you know. She opened it, and the picture that I have of her is like, a lot of the people are like that. When I open up the bag, they go like, nah, holy cow. All of these people have been peace people. And as I kept making them and making them and making them, Joan Baez came to town, and Alice Walker was at UWM. But most of the people or organizations are more local. I always try to find an organization that is working for peace in some way. I didn't have anything else that I could hold them in. So I got to 100,000, and I was flabbergasted that I was able to do that. And I just kept making and making and making. And today I gave the 120th bunch to Independence First. Yeah, that's my story.